Welcome to Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia, hi Felicia.
I mean, the song is catchy.
Not to me, but that's fine.
You're not getting used to it.
I'll never get used to it.
People like it.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. What has been the response?
Well, from my friends that have listened to it, they have been hysterical. They loved it, which none of them were into pop culture. So most of them did not know what we were talking about.
But it didn't matter.
But it did not
Doesn't matter if you know what we're talking about.
I mean, they don't see them.
You're fucking gold, Felicia.
They just don't see what I watch.
Well, my concern is that your generation doesn't listen to podcasts and they don't know how to get to the podcast.
And that's true also.
So you need to, this is a public service announcement for anybody listening to please tell their grandparents, their parents, their older siblings, show them how to use podcasts. How old is my brother? 47, 48, 49?
48.
He's 48. He didn't fucking know how to use podcasts. I was like, come on, man, you're not older. I feel like it's above 50. He's 47, he didn't know 48, he didn't know how to use it. So let's get into it. I want to discuss, this was entertainment news of the week. We didn't discuss last week, and more people have been revealed, the White Lotus casting for season 3.
So which I know nothing about.
Okay, great. Now here's my first question for you. Did you watch White Lotus season 1 and season 2?
I watched season 1. And I did not watch season 2.
Okay.
And I'm sorry I didn't because of the location.
Why didn't you watch it?
Because I watch so much TV that my brain is falling out of my ears.
Yeah,
my brain,
that's hard.
It's just like
Did
oozing.
You watch, when you watch season 1, Felicia, you do this thing where sometimes you watch the finale and then you watch things backwards and it fucking kills me.
I do that, and I do that with books also.
You read a book backwards?
I start it in the beginning, and then if I'm bored, I go to the end to see how it ends.
So she did that with Mad Men. I think you did that with 6 Feet Under. You didn't do that with Game of Thrones.
No, I didn't do that.
But you've done it.
Well.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, God.
When I started Game of Thrones, it was already 3 seasons in.
Did you go back?
So I started on the 3rd season, worked my way back, and then when the new seasons came up, the new episodes.
By the way, I started drinking. Okay.
I caught up that way.
Did you start the finale for White Lotus and go backwards?
No, I did not.
Thank God.
I did not.
So if I ask you, I think you should watch season 2 before you watch season 3. It's such a joy. You got to see Jennifer Coolidge in season 2.
And I love Jennifer Coolidge.
And you're going to love season 2 because there's a whole thing about the gays. You're going to love the gays in season 2.
Here's the question.
Oh, it's so good.
You didn't tell me, so what's the casting?
All right, so casting for season 3.
Yes.
First of all, it's being filmed in Thailand.
What? Really?
Yes. And they're taking over a hotel, I heard, from February to April. And they've kind of like, the investigators.
Did it say where in Thailand?
What they're trying to figure out where in Thailand. Like they're looking into what 4 seasons are being rented out from February to April. And it said somewhere in People Magazine, but I don't remember.
Got it.
So this is the cast. I'm very excited about Parker Posey.
Parker Posey.
We love
Wow, we haven't seen her in a while.
It's been a long time.
Yes, she's the indie queen, isn't she?
She was the indie queen.
She was the indie
party
queen.
girl in the 90s.
Yeah.
She really is the indie queen.
Got it. I wonder what she's doing now.
Well, she's doing White Lotus.
All right, okay. I would do White Lotus if somebody took me to Thailand.
I wouldn't do White Lotus with fucking Mike White. Like, he's amazing, right? It's Mike White. It's not Mike Judge. It's Mike White, the creator.
Oh, okay.
You know he was on Survivor.
No.
Do you know this?
No.
The creator of White Lotus, like the director, his biggest dream was to be on Survivor. And he was legit on a season of Survivor, not celebrity, a legit season. So, fun fact, at the end of season 1, or in season 1, there are these 2 women on the beach. They were in that season of Survivor with him. He sticks with people he likes.
Wow.
It's a really great...
Do we know what season he was in of Survivor?
We could look into it right now. My assistant will look into that. Not my assistant, my technical engineer.
Okay.
So my people will look into that.
So other than Parker Posey.
So Carrie Coon. Carrie Coon was in The Leftovers. Big fan of hers. Do you remember the spa manager in season 1? The black woman in season 1, spa manager.
Yes.
She's coming back as the spa manager.
Okay.
What I love about her is she was in Wonka. And when we were watching Wonka, Lennon, my son, tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "Mommy, she's from Sonic." I was like, "You, son, are just like me. A little IMDb. You are amazing. You are amazing."
Who was she? Which one was she in Wonka? Oh, she was one. Oh, she was
Scrub.
Right,
She was one of those.
got it. Right.
She so it was Mike White was in season 37 of Survivor.
Oh God,
I mean, it's been on
season
forever.
37.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
the other people in White Lotus season 3, Jason Isaacs. I think I like him because he was in this show, The OA, and The OA was one of those shows you either loved it and watched it, or like a lot of people didn't watch it.
Well, here's the thing. I need to see their faces because I don't remember names very well.
Okay.
That's my problem. I barely remember your name.
That's fucked up, Mom. Michelle Monaghan.
Okay.
She was in True Detective.
Okay.
She's also in The Family Plan right now on Apple TV with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, I saw that.
What? You shut up.
I did. I love Mark Wahlberg.
You haven't told me. It's
I forgot.
When did you watch it?
Last week.
Really? Is it on your list to discuss today?
No,
Great. What
I
did you
forgot.
like? Was it good? Was it stupid?
I mean, it's kind of stupid, but it's him with his family, and everyone's after him. And I don't want. Should I give a spoiler alert?
I mean, I don't think anyone really
I don't
cares a
really
shit
even
about
watch it.
Family
Right.
Plan. What
I mean,
happened?
his father is like head bad guy, and I
Can you
enjoyed
watch it with children?
Yes, because there are children in it.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yes.
But sometimes there's children in shows and it shouldn't be watched with your children.
Yeah.
So
But
that's so great. You watch The Family Plan. We love Mark Wahlberg.
Yes,
You
love Mark.
Wahlberg.
I love Donnie also.
Do you consider these people good looking? Like, are they hot? Are they?
No,
are they,
no,
what?
no. Because I've seen them since they're boys, and I mean, they're losing their hair now. It's
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark and Donnie, poor Donnie, and I love Donnie on Blue Bloods.
Donnie's still with Jenny McCarthy.
Yes,
Wow.
they're a hot couple.
They are.
Yes.
To round out White Lotus,
Thank you.
Leslie Bibb.
Oh, really?
Now, I always confuse Leslie Bibb.
She's blonde.
Yes, but she reminds me of the girl that was in Lost, but that girl's name is Maggie Grace.
Not even
It's not
close.
her.
No.
Leslie Bibb is with Sam Rockwell.
You mean they're together?
They've been together for a long time.
Oh, good for them.
So I could see her on the White Lotus. Now,
Okay.
there's two other unknowns who appear in White Lotus as people, probably the staff, because they're Thai. Do you
No,
watch any
I do
Thai
not.
shows?
No, because I can't spread myself that thin.
So this guy is very famous. Dom Hetrukel. Does he look familiar to you? I'm showing a picture. No. But he's very handsome. And then there's another guy whose name is very hard to pronounce. Tammy Taptatanta. I'm going to butcher it. I'm not going to butcher it.
Do we have a picture?
No, he's so new. Like a lot of these
Oh.
guys are so new. So are you going to watch The White Lotus season 3?
Yes. Do we know when it's?
It-
We
2025.
Oh God, if I'm
You have time.
If I'm alive, yes, I will watch it.
Also, The Last of Us has some casting news as well.
Which
Did you watch that?
Absolutely.
Did you watch it from episode 1 to the end?
Absolutely, yes, because I love Pedro.
Ding, ding,
Love
ding.
him.
So he's hot. Like he
And
does
in
it
my
for you.
eyes because he's not a kid, and I just
You think Jeremy
But here's
Allen
the thing.
White
Wait,
is a
just
kid?
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. on
Copy.
this.
Okay. Give her the minute.
I think he's also hysterical. He's a great interview when I've seen him on TV. His TikToks are fabulous because he's always Pedro. Yes.
TikToks?
Yes, because he does dancing.
What?
Oh, it's just funny stuff.
Well, he was
does-
fabulous in SNL. One of the best hosts on Saturday Night Live.
Yes,
right? You
yes,
saw him Saturday Night
I did.
Live.
Yes, I did.
He was amazing.
Yes, he's great. I love him.
He was amazing. So The Last of Us.
Yes,
Beef. You saw Beef.
I did see Beef.
The cousin from Beef, Young Mazzino. Young Mazzino is going to be in The Last of Us. Like the young guy who ends up like sleeping with Ali Wong.
Oh, I love that. It's an Asian wave.
Yeah, you really are.
I'm
really,
ahead of the game.
You really are.
Well, for Americans.
And Caitlin Dever from Dope Sick, who I love. And
Oh, I
she's
saw that.
She's blowing up.
Oh, good for
she's
her.
She's blowing up.
Good. Okay.
So she's going to be in The Last of Us. So this is our entertainment news of the week. Very exciting.
And just to clarify, because I made a mistake last week, my app that I watch, it's all Asian content.
Yeah.
But I spelled it wrong. It's V-I-K-I. I think I said V-I-C-K-I.
And I have spent 1 hour at your home this week getting these apps on her 2 televisions because she was watching them on her iPad and pushing it to the televisions. I said, that's
Which
no way,
did
that's
not
no way to
work
live.
all the time.
It's no way to
Right.
live. Let's get it on your television. And we were sweating.
Yes.
Because she didn't remember this password, the Samsung password. It was really a journey. Did you watch Korean content this week?
Yes.
This is a good time
I
for
did.
the Korean Minute. Okay, let's find out when the clock is on. Stand by. Be prepared. You went on last week
Yes.
for a while. We're going to keep it to 60 seconds because we have a lot to cover. And 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Now, apparently, I am not only watching it the first time, I am rewatching and rewatching my favorites. I have watched some things, specifically something called The Healer, who I absolutely adore. That 16 episodes. I blew through that all day during the week. Into the evening, I end up going to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's a really, I don't know what I'm doing to myself. In addition, really quick, Netflix releases 1 or 2 episodes a week. So I have to go back and watch the things that I've been watching, and usually it's 16 episodes. I do not watch anything that has 40 episodes because I cannot invest myself that much. But I love them. This week I'm watching My Demon and something called Welcome to Samdelri, if I'm pronouncing it right. And that's my problem. I have a hard time pronouncing.
Thank you. That was great. So just to go back to that, you're rewatching something?
Oh, I rewatch a lot.
I'm shocked. Who got time for that? I never do a rewatch unless it's like a dire. Like, who has time to watch a rewatch? And there's so much shit to watch.
Well,
I don't get people who rewatch.
Because there is nothing on regular cable.
Mom, there's so much shit. I don't have time. I don't have time to watch everything I want to watch.
I know that. But
what do you mean?
I have a lot of time, apparently.
That's true.
This has been my life. And
Korean content's been your life? Or watching television?
Watching TV has been my life. You know, I've been taking...
I was going to say, hold on. Watching TV has been your life and my life since I came out of your vagina.
Thank you for sharing. But I've been taking you and your brother to movies since you were 3. And my warning to you when we were in the theater watching Dirty Dancing.
1988.
I don't know. How old were you?
7.
7. I said to her...
6 or 7.
I said, you're sitting here. I said, you cannot, don't say a word.
If you say a word, we are leaving.
And she sat there and watched the whole thing.
Never forget it. Everything went over my head. Had no idea there was an abortion, what that fucking shit was. But my jaw dropped during that dancing, and I fucking fell in love with Patrick Swayze.
And do not put baby in the corner.
Do not. So, wow, there's some great history about, television's in my blood. And it's in your blood. So that was your Korean minute. You did such a great job. Applause, Felicia. So let's do circumcised gems. I know you don't like that title. I don't give a shit. Top liners of the week. Your homework was to fucking finish The Bear. Tell me about your journey on season 2.
Okay. You told me to start because I didn't feel like starting it from the beginning because basically it's the same thing over and over again. However,
I disagree, but okay.
Okay. I watched starting with the show with the
Christmas episode.
The Christmas episode, which
episode
I think was
6.
Episode 6, which was insane. Insane.
But was it entertaining and enjoyable?
It was a little bit too hectic for me because there were so many people talking. There was a lot going on. So I did finish that.
Did you finish the season?
Yes.
Oh, God,
I finished this. Yes. From there, I went on.
Okay. How good was the episode with the cousin?
I love the cousin.
Thank God.
And
Thank God, people. Finally, we agree.
I love the cousin.
How great was that episode?
He was fabulous.
With Olivia Colman.
It was so good. I couldn't even believe Olivia Colman was in that.
I know.
I was shocked.
The journey of that episode, seeing him, like that character arc. was probably the best episode of the season.
I was so happy for him.
So what's your overall thoughts now? Look, it's... whatever you think about his face, but what's your overall thoughts about The Bear? Also, lots of nominations this weekend.
Lots of nominations. I mean, I think they really kind of took it away.
They took the Globes away. I think they're going to sweep the Emmys as well.
So I'm assuming there will be a season 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So great. So another show I watched this week, obviously I did the Salt Lake City reunion. You didn't.
I taped it, did not get a chance to watch it because I'm so watching.
Well, why would you watch the reunion if you never saw the show?
Because I can, come on, they're all the same. They're fighting, they're just catting up each other, and I just don't have the patience.
Well, the fun,
these women
the fun
with their
part,
boobs hanging out.
There were boobs.
They're always boobs. Wearing dresses that they should be wearing, I don't even know where, to the prom, to a wedding, to...
Some of them look good. Some of them looked good. Now, one of the things that I enjoyed about the reunion was Monica, who's the troll, who thought you thought was going to be revealed as a man.
Yes.
She was real thirsty to be a housewife, and she showed the email that she wrote to casting to get on the show.
Wow.
Like, I'll be your Latin housewife and I'm going to make the show better. And I liked how that was revealed. There's 2 more reunions coming up, and I will be watching that.
I can't believe they spread it out to 3 episodes.
Because they can.
Yeah, because
I mean, come on. Look, we could talk for hours about one fucking show.
I guess.
You got to spread it out. I bet you they have like, and imagine the stuff that's on the cutting room floor.
Tons.
Tons.
I know sometimes Andy's like filming from the morning into the night, and he walks away.
You know that Andy told you?
Andy told me personally.
How do you know that?
Because I listened to his pod. I listened to his serious show.
Has he spoken about Salt Lake City reunion?
Not recently.
Because you could be our intel for people that don't listen to Andy. You could tell us what he's saying.
Okay.
Has he said anything?
Not about that.
But he's tired.
He is very tired.
Well, he's a father as well. Like, he's a father.
Yes.
So he's got to be exhausted.
Yes.
Okay. So in big news, Felicia and Marni, we had a big moment this week. I took Felicia to see Mean Girls.
Oh, right. Mean Girls. I forgot already.
I mean, wild. We went on Thursday night before like it even like opened nationwide. And I was watching it and I had literally like grin, like my mouth was wide open the entire time. And I'm thinking to myself, is my mom liking this? And I look over and Felicia is fucking sleeping. And don't fucking deny it, Mom. How could you fall asleep during a musical number in this fucking
I fell
like Mean
asleep for a
Girls?
second until you looked at me, and then I
fucking was watching her like a hawk. Like, how are you sleeping? Why'd you fall asleep?
I don't know. I just fell asleep.
Oh my
but I
God.
love the music.
Ramona fell asleep during a reunion once.
Here's the thing. I think you're really 16 at heart.
I am, always.
Okay.
I'm told if I was a 16-year-old now, I'd be all over TikTok. But it's probably better off I'm not. But
Oh, it's
Mean
so much
Girls,
better off that you're not.
I know. But Mean Girls was so good.
It was good.
So fun.
It was fun. My takeaway was when we saw Lindsay Lohan, which now
Oh
is
my God, you
it's
just
out there.
spoiled it.
Everybody knows. It's been on every platform. You're insane that you don't know that.
Thank God
They've
we
been
saw it before.
showing
Okay,
Lindsay
okay.
Lohan all over the place.
Okay, I thought that was a really big spoiler. I didn't want to tell people.
She's been on. Well,
I didn't want to spoil it on Instagram, so I didn't. But
There
now
you
you
go.
did.
Now
So
I did.
La Lohan makes a cameo.
yes. And
However, she's got Felicia has a thought.
my thought is because I think they must have done this maybe a year ago or 2 years, a year and a half ago. If I'm not mistaken, she was pregnant. I think they filmed her behind a podium where you didn't see that she was pregnant, and they filmed her wherever she lives, somewhere else, so she didn't have to fly. Because it kind of looked like they blocked it in.
Right, like little visual effects.
Right. Now,
like
I'm not sure because
CGI.
I'm not a professional. However, that's what I
That's what you
got
thought.
out
So I'm
of it.
sure we'll
Right.
find out if
I'm sure eventually we will. But other than that, I
I loved it. I thought the cast
I did. It was a lot of fun. It was fun.
Superb.
It was fun. It was fun.
The girl that plays Janice is the character of Lizzie Kaplan in the OG movie, was the voice of Moana.
Yeah,
she's
was great.
Moana, and she was
great.
to me the breakout star of this movie.
I think she was also.
Like Renee Rapp is amazing. She's from the Broadway show. Ashley Park from Emily in Paris, who was the French teacher, was also in the Broadway show.
I would have loved to hear her sing.
I wish. Well, she sang in the Broadway show. If Mean Girls were to come back to Broadway, I would definitely run and see it. I didn't see it on Broadway. I'm hearing mixed reviews from people that saw it on Broadway. Some of the music's changed, but I have some teenage sources that told me they thought the movie was great, but a lot of the songs, like if the song in the Broadway show was at the top of the Broadway show, in the movie they used it at the end. So the teenagers really have their finger on the pulse of the Mean Girls Broadway show. But
Right.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, fun fact, it was filmed in New Jersey in a Catholic school that was closed, and they took it over. Production took it over. They had the dressing rooms in a classroom. They had the production office in a classroom, and they filmed. But I thought it was so great, and I also loved how they made it so like topical about today. Like they really threw in like the TikToks of today. I also Megan Thee Stallion's in it. She makes a cameo. You definitely don't know who she is.
I do know who she is, but which one was she?
She was like one of the influencers at the end.
Oh,
like,
okay. I guess I wasn't,
and
paying
she's got,
attention.
I think, a song at the end. And one of my teenage sources also told me that real influencers were in those like phone modules at the end.
I believe that. Yes.
So I really loved it. Like I would maybe even see it again. One of the things that I appreciated in Mean Girls is not everybody was like stick skinny.
Yeah, I like that
There
too.
was like regular people,
Right,
regular
regular
bodies.
girls, right.
And these girls had boobs like I couldn't get over it.
Well, they're implants, aren't they? Don't
whatever.
you think they're implants?
I don't know if they're implants or not implants.
Yeah,
but like,
one of the girls
if
really
I
was-
dressed like that in high school, I think girls are dressing like this now. Crop tops.
I can't. Yeah, it's hard to believe.
It was a lot of boob.
I'm really glad I don't have a kid
I'm
in
really
school.
glad I don't have a daughter.
Well, that too.
Other things that you watched? Oh, before, I know one thing we both watched, but that's in our uncircumcised gems.
Okay.
So uncircumcised gems, I do believe we both watched the Pete Davidson comedy special.
Yes, and we did. I'm not allowed to discuss it until I'm sitting here.
I know, and it's very hard because every single day when Felicia and I talk, every day, I always say, save it for the pod, save it for the pod.
So
and
now
that's usually what I say if I'm working on a reality show and like two people start talking. I'm like, save it for the cameras, save it for the cameras.
Which now means I have nothing to talk to her about.
That's so all we do is talk about television.
right.
Okay.
Now,
What did you think of Pete?
Well, it was a little cringeworthy, especially when he was talking about his mother.
There we go. Let's
And-
discuss mom.
And it was just a little. It was cringeworthy.
He said his mom hasn't had sex since his father passed. Did you feel like you could relate to that? Mom doesn't date. Mom, there were so many times in this comedy special that I thought of you. Mom doesn't date. Mom hasn't had sex. Mom has a girlfriend named Terry. You have yourself a lot of girlfriends as well. And Pete Davidson loved Leonardo DiCaprio. And you dropped some bombs last week about Leo.
Wait a minute. But didn't he say something about him having a dad bod?
He did.
And he said,
but he still likes him.
Doesn't-
He still likes him. It
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter. It doesn't matter.
But he said everything I said. He said.
But you said he's fat and like he's old and
Well,
like
he is.
But Pete still loves Leo.
That's okay.
Pete used to jerk off to Leo in the
Pete's
bedroom.
allowed to do that.
I agree.
mean, listen, it's just my opinion.
I just thought it was so funny how there were so many moments during this comedy special that I thought of you.
Right,
From
because
Leo
everything, because
to
I
the
spoke
dating
about
to-
it before
because I know, it was wild.
walked out there. So
I mean, look, I enjoy a Pete Davidson. I think
I don't know why I feel bad for him. I think he's such a lunatic.
You think he's a lunatic?
No, he's got a lot of mental health issues.
I know that's why
And I
I
feel
like
bad.
him. That's
I
why I
feel
like him.
bad.
And I love when people talk about their drug use. I don't know why.
Oh, no, that's okay. But
And I like
just
his
felt
relationship.
bad.
Him and his mom are besties.
I know they're besties. And he lived in the basement of his house, like in Staten Island, and that's all true, forever.
Did you see his movie that he did with?
Yes, I did.
I liked that movie.
Yes.
There was it the King of Staten Island. I really liked that movie
because then
with
he has
Bill Burr as his dad. Great movie.
Yes, and
And
then
Marissa Tomei is the mom. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, sorry,
I did see it. I
Felicia.
did like it. Yes,
What were you
I did.
gonna
But then
say?
he
I
has
cut
a
you off.
script that he's got to follow, more or less. So he's not like talking. I mean, he's not doing his comedy stand up
In a movie you're talking about.
right? When he was
Right.
in a movie, I just did not love. I mean, there were some aspects of the comedy special that I did like, but truthfully, I didn't love it.
That's fine.
And
I wouldn't
I
say
think-
I loved. I didn't love it.
I think a lot of it
I
is
enjoyed it.
but I think a lot of it is now my age. I cannot relate to somebody who's like
But
him.
you're very self-aware. Like you know that like that's like not for you. Maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
I was nervous that you weren't gonna like Mean Girls because it wasn't like.
No, I
appropriate
like
for
Mean
your
Girls
age.
because I love musicals and I
Right.
love them singing and dancing, and I like the message because the bullying thing is insane. So I totally like that message. I also watched, which I don't know if you did,
Bum bum bum.
Dave Chappelle.
Well, I did watch it the week before.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I mentioned that. I did.
And I liked him. But it takes him a while, and I realize he's building up the story or the bit, however you say
Yeah.
it, until he gets to the end. When he's building up a story, I don't care for it. It's when he gets to the punchline, let's
Right,
say
right,
that,
right.
then I like it.
So what was better, Dave or Pete?
Dave.
Yeah.
I absolutely Dave.
I mean, Dave
he's
is
so much more
classic.
professional. I mean, he's
Why is
like
Pete not pro?
because Dave is 50, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Maybe older, I'm not quite sure, but he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Pete is like helter skelter. He's like
He's 30. He
I
said,
know,
he said he's almost 30.
yeah,
I'm saying he's so young.
But he's 30, but he's emotionally
Whoa! I'm sorry. Felicia's covering her mouth. She just said something that she would be canceled for, but Felicia's saying, cut that. I don't think we should. Mom, the reason why this works is because we're not famous. Like, who cares?
but he's
there's 150 people listening to
I
this.
didn't mean that, but he's emotionally
Like-
his growth is he hasn't like grown up. Let's
Sure.
Okay.
Like he's got like Peter Pan syndrome. What is that?
There is something, he's emotionally stunted. There's something, there's
Yeah,
an
he probably
expression.
had to grow up fast. He lost his dad.
I get that.
He had to grow up fast.
I understand all that. I mean, I feel bad. I always feel bad for Pete. Always feel bad. When he was on Saturday Night Live, every time I saw him, I went, oh, God.
Did you feel bad for him when he was fucking Kim Kardashian?
I don't understand what these women see in him. That I really don't understand. What do these women... Now, I understand what the rumor is.
Oh, yeah. That's probably true.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean...
How big could it be?
It can be big. It can be big as the end of Saltburn.
Which I'm dying to see, and I haven't seen it yet.
Saltburn's a good watch.
That's my
Saltburn's really
watch.
enjoyable.
That will be my watch this week, especially when I heard them talk about that part of it. Yes.
Penis.
Yes.
Penis.
Was it real? Or do you think it was...
It was real.
Really?
Yes, Mom. I have sources everywhere.
Okay.
I've got a big one.
Okay.
So I watched my friend JP. He's an executive producer,
Right.
At Lifetime, and he was pushing Prison Brides on Lifetime. What a journey! Prison Brides is about women, not in America, who have pen pals of men in prison who are like guys that convicted. They write, they fall in love, and they leave their homes, like one's in Germany, one's in London, one's in Australia, and they leave their countries and they go to America to meet the men who are getting let out of prison.
Just my dream man.
What would you say if I was like, Mom, I want a prison pen pal?
I would have to kill you.
Like these women are like going up to their parents and they're like, I fell in love with this guy.
How do you fall in love with somebody you've never seen?
No, they send pictures. They sent pictures.
Please.
But I have so many questions. Like, how did they pick, like, how do you pick a convict? Like, how does that work? Like, how do they know who they're writing to?
I can't even imagine. And
I think we should call JP.
maybe, and ask him. Yes.
Yeah, like right now.
Right now. We're sure.
No, I really think we should. What do you think?
If you want to, and if he's around.
Let's see if he's around.
Okay.
So JP was my boss on Long Island Medium, which I worked on for 5 years. And he is very smart, knows television very well, super creative, and I trust this man. And if he's working on a show, it's going to be good.
Good. Okay. So you watched, I assume, episode 1.
Yes, so only one episode is out.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I'm going to keep watching.
Really?
I don't think it's for you.
Oh, I didn't think it was for me. I mean,
I don't think it's for
I
you?
would be screaming at the
wait.
TV. Are these women good looking?
Wait, that's what I want to discuss.
Okay.
They're so good looking.
Really?
Yeah, like if they weren't good looking, I don't think I would have kept watching it. JP, you have Marni and Felicia.
Hi, Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Felicia. I don't know the rest of the words.
Thank God, because I hate that song, which is not even real, apparently.
Why?
Marni had to tell me it was
It's
AI,
great.
which I didn't even know.
So I just broke down Prison Brides to Felicia, and we have some questions. So my first question for you, JP, is can you explain to the people what your role is and like what the difference between an executive producer is at a network versus an executive producer, let's say, at a production company?
Sure. So as an executive producer at a network, it's basically like the difference between a buyer and a seller, right? So at a production company, you're kind of selling shows as an executive producer to suppliers like networks and streamers. At a network and a streamer as an executive producer, you're kind of buying shows and you're buying development, and then that's how you oversee the production. But I used to be an executive producer on the production company side, but I did transfer over to the network side, probably back in 2017.
How do you like network?
I love it. Yeah.
So what was your role in Prison Brides before I ask you specifics?
I oversaw like a little bit of the development, and then, when it went into production, it went over to Lifetime. And, I kind of came in at the, tail end of production and the editing process. So I basically see cuts and I give notes, and that's the type of stuff that I do.
Felicia's got a question.
I have a question. When you
Go
read
for
the
it.
concept for this show, did you think this
Yeah.
is the dumbest shit I've ever read? Or who would be interested in this? Seriously. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult anybody who came up
I
with
guess
this.
Felicia doesn't like the show.
She hasn't watched the show.
I can't. Okay. This
But I
is-
told Felicia, JP, I think this is what kept me watching. These women are attractive. Like, you have some good looking women on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, they're beautiful.
Truthfully, JP, I don't think this is my demographic.
That's fine, but how
that's
did you
fine.
get such attractive women?
Well,
There was like part of the production company, there is like a whole community online of these international women that are writing to American prisoners.
and
How
there's
do they
also
pick-
there's
wait.
also a bunch of American women writing to American
probably
prisoners
season
also.
2.
No,
Or
but
the
I know that
spin-off.
I've heard it so many times where women fall in love with a guy, marry them, and they're not even released. They just have this
Right.
relationship on like writing or
Wait, but
email.
I don't
even
know
know.
this. I don't know if there's anything to do with the show, but how do they pick the man? Like, how does that work? Like, they're just like,
There's a website called Write a Prisoner, and a lot of these women go on this website and they'll find men to write to, and then
Wow,
they
JP,
write-
do you
they
think
be-
I
it's
could?
like
Wow,
basically-
wait. You think I could find my future husband?
that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing tonight. We're getting Felicia a prison pen pal.
Oh God, I'd kill myself first.
No, Mom.
Sorry.
I think you would clean up on that.
Oh yeah,
website,
clean
Felicia.
up. Just what they want. Right.
No, I was saying I will definitely keep watching because they're attractive women. Like, I want to see their journey.
All right, I'll have to watch. I'll have to give it a shot.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
the first episode. If I don't like it, it's done.
So I watched it via Hulu Live, but JP, where can people watch Prison Brides?
Well, right now, the first episode is available on mylifetime.com if somebody wants to check it out if they don't have cable. But it's every Wednesday at
On Lifetime.
9:30 p.m. on Lifetime.
And because Felicia didn't cut the cord, she still has cable. She could watch this.
Yes, you can watch it, Felicia. You pay for cable, so
I
you
do
are
pay
good to
for
go.
cable, which is stupid on my part, but I'm very insecure about cutting the cord.
No, don't. No, keep cable.
Yeah,
It
keep
keeps
that
me
cable.
employed.
Can I ask you a professional question? In my mind, and this is what I think, and I'll probably be dead by that time. I think cable's going to be going.
Mom, you're
I'm
saying something we all know.
Come
on.
I mean,
it became an
Marni,
epiphany to me that cable's going to be gone, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when cable
first
first
you're
came...
telling me
JP
you're-
talk.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
First, you're telling me you don't like the show, and now you're telling me that cable's gone. Why am I here? I'm just being badgered.
Because you're going to have to get onto some streaming platforms. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm dying. And you might not be able to answer this, but is this Lifetime's 90-Day Fiancé? Like, are you guys looking for that?
Well, we weren't looking for it, but my favorite tweet of the night was that someone said, so 90 Day Fiance got Love After Lockup pregnant and Prison Brides is the baby.
Perfect.
That's fucking
Perfect.
great.
Perfect.
That's really great.
In my mind,
Yeah.
I keep thinking, why are women so goddamn desperate? And that's what bothers me.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
These
that's-
women are so beautiful.
But it's not even
That's
that.
why you have to tune in. Because
they explain it.
tells you, they explain their motivations. And that's the whole thing with these shows. It's like, you have to hear about why, because
Right.
your questions are answered, a lot of times when you watch the show.
I will have to give it a
You
shot.
could really get to know somebody over writing,
You can, and you never know. You'll be dating a prisoner in no time,
But there's-
Felicia.
I bet you could find a Korean prisoner.
From Korea.
That guy's never getting out.
No, that would be North Korea. They're never getting out.
Right?
Totally different.
Oh my God.
Totally different.
God. Do you have any other questions for Mr. Jonathan?
No, I don't want to like get about.
JP, thank you so much. There's no more badgering from Felicia. But tune in
All
to
right,
Prison
well-
Brides. It is fun. Like, fuck the other peeps. Let's get into Prison Brides.
That's right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
JP.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. I'm exhausted from that phone call, Mom. You really know how to badger it in.
I know. I'm really feel bad that I said certain things.
I think
I can't help myself.
I think that's why people love you.
I think I have diarrhea of the mouth.
We think?
Oh, I do.
You do. All right, you did well, Mom. I'm really impressed. You did all your homework. So great job, Mom. Now let's do our By Felicia segment, which is what to tune into this coming week. We've got the Emmys, and by the time we talk next week,
it's old
news.
Old
But
news.
I'm going to tune into the Emmys. I am going to tune into my friend Darren Karp, and my friend Dan, they live and breathe for reality challenges. Like they love Survivor, we love Big Brother, we love The Challenge. The Traitors, hosted by Alan Cummings.
I've been seeing.
I'm telling you, I'm going to do it.
They loved it last year.
I know.
Andy raved about it.
We should do it. Now, here's the thing. The cast has Big Brother people. It has CT and Johnny Bananas from The Challenge. He was in The Real World. We have Housewives, Phaedra Parks. We like Trishelle from Real Las Vegas. Like people from Love Island, like people from The Bachelor. Like I'm in. I got to try this. People are talking about it, so I'm going to do that.
Yes, I will definitely give it a shot.
I also wanted to do, and I watched like a half hour of it and I shut it off today, Ted on Peacock, because I love Seth MacFarlane. I think he's hilarious. It's raunchy. It's dirty.
Yes.
Lennon wanted to watch it. We were like, no, it's not for kids.
Right.
And Max Braverman from Parenthood is in it. And I watched like 30 minutes. I was like, I'd rather watch Southern Charm. So I'm not doing that. There's another show out on Hulu with Anna Kendrick and Jake Johnson from New Girl called Self-Reliance on Hulu. If anyone watches that, let me know.
Wait, what's it called?
Self-Reliance.
I didn't even see a trailer for it.
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
And I like those actors.
Okay.
And I would maybe give it a try. Have you seen the trailer for the show? It's like number 1 on Netflix, Fool Me Once. Have you seen that trailer?
What's it called?
Fool Me Once.
Okay.
You don't have to whisper.
That is.
Fool Me Once.
And do you know who wrote that? Do you know who the writer is?
Do you?
Oh God.
There's a writer?
There is.
Really?
And
I don't think there's anybody really famous in it.
No, there is nobody famous in it, but there's Harlan Corbin, who I love his stuff. And I know he's a writer, and he
Okay.
writes mystery.
Oh,
Yes.
it was a book.
Yes,
it was a book. It was a
Well,
book.
That's
Here we
what I
go.
meant.
Ding,
I'm
ding,
sorry.
ding.
I'm sorry. It was a book. And everything that they've ever bought from him and done, it's been on Netflix. It's been fabulous.
Like what? She's stunned. She's like, I can't answer that. So will you watch it?
I've been looking at it thinking I have to start it. I have to watch it. I want to watch it.
Fool Me Once is your homework.
On Netflix.
Fool Me Once on Netflix and The Traitors on Peacock. And I gave you Peacock. Okay?
I know, but I lost it.
What do you
It's
mean you
asking
lost
me, It keeps asking me for passwords.
Why?
And
How
I
did you
don't
lose
know
it?
how to touch it.
I just got in there.
I know. I don't know what.
How many times do I got to go in and put in a password for you?
I don't know. I don't know why that happens.
Oh, Mom. And
Now-
if I write down the password for you, you'll be able to log in yourself?
I know, but I have to go into my, like they're on both TVs. I only
Mom.
started, all right.
You and everybody else your age.
Exactly.
I feel bad for you guys.
Exactly. You
I'm so
should.
sorry.
You should feel bad for us.
Well, I do.
It's too much for us.
All right. Thank everybody for listening.
Thank you,
You guys, please
everybody.
share with your friends that don't know us. I'm curious if you don't know Marni or Felicia, what you think about the podcast. Share and review. It really means a lot to us. Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
My Felicia, bye Felicia.